The Rainbow Warrior is a fly that most guides use because it's super easy to tie, takes little ingredients, and is super effective. To fish this fly, I like to fish it in murky waters, but really anything works for it. I usually tie this on a size 18 with a slotted nickel tungsten bead. The thread I use is either 8/0 or 70 denier in red. Load it in your bobbin and then begin wrapping right behind the bead. Snip or break your tying thread free. Then grab lead-free wire and shove it into the slot of your tungsten bead. Tie it down to make sure it's nice and secure before helicoptering it off. Take a couple wraps of tying thread to make sure it's nice and secure before wrapping down to the beginning of the bend of the hook. Wrap back up and then grab a pheasant tail. Six to 10 fibers will do it, and make sure that the tips are still aligned. Measure it to be just underneath the hook shank in length, and then transfer it to the back of the bend. This will be your tail. Tie it down with wraps of tying thread all the way back. And then reverse your thread wraps all the way back up to the end of the bead. Take a couple wraps in front and then break or snip off your tag end. Further lock it in place with wraps of tying thread and then wrap back just a little bit to smooth out that body. Grab a thing of small gold tinsel. 6 to 7 inch length is all you really need to make a couple warriors. Wrap it down with just a couple of wraps of tying thread, but not fully because you have one more thing to wrap in. Grab some opal tinsel in size medium, and once again, 6 or 7 inch length is really all you need. Now begin wrapping both opal tinsel and gold wire back. Wrap up, creating a smooth, tapered underbody. Every once in a while, turn your thread counterclockwise to flatten out your thread, smoothing out all lumps and bumps. As you might be able to tell, you can use this on other flies too, such as the zebra midge, or I guess that's really all I can think of, but the zebra midge. Take your tinsel and wrap it forward in touching or even overlapping wraps. Tie it down, but do not snip it because you will need it in a couple seconds. Grab your gold wire and wrap it in close, open spiral wraps. This will act as a counter wrap if you do it the opposite direction than I did. I just kind of forgot to. This will further increase the durability and add ribbing. You may tie this down and break it off. To save your scissors, choose to helicopter it off versus snipping. Take your tinsel and wrap it until it's on the top of your hook. This will act as a wing case. Grab some rainbow dubbing, or here, just a blend of white, red, and blue. Just a small dubbing noodle is really all you need. You don't want to overdub. This is kind of supposed to be kind of a sparse fly. Once your noodle is complete, take wraps with it to create a bulbous little thorax. You may now bring your tinsel over those wraps and then tie it down, and then fold it back, tie it down again, and then fold it forward again and tie it down. If you're confused, this is what I mean. Now you may snip off and then do a 3 or 4 turn whip finish. Some people tend to put head cement, but I don't, because this is kind of a cyborg fly, and already it can take a beating without getting hurt. And this is basically the fly. Super easy to tie. Within a couple minutes you can create a small empire of warriors. Snip your thread free, and you are complete with this fly. Hopefully you enjoyed, and consider subscribing or at least checking out my other channel. The link will be in the description.